Parallel period is a very powerful function that performs two tasks. First, it extends the current selection over time to the full period that you specify. Second, it can shift back and forth over time the same selection, so the extended selection. Let's see that with some examples. First of all, we apply a filter context that filters only one day, so only the 15th of August 2008, and then we call parallel period over date going back 1 year. Parallel period first extends the selection from 1 day only to a full year, and then moves it back 1 year. So the extension will select the full 2008, and then -1 will go back to the full 2007. You see that we have dates that start from the 1st of January 2007 and go down up to the 31 of December of 2007. If instead of using year, we use month, and we run it again, then we are on the 15th of August. Extension will go at the month level, which is then shift back. And we have dates that go from the 1st of July 2007 up to the 31 of July 2007. A very common usage of parallel period is to rely only on the extension side and ignore the shifting. So whatever selection you have on data, you might select the full month by just using parallel period, specify 0 for the shifting, and only require the extension. So whatever selection you have, this parallel period returns 1 month. And if the selection includes the 15th of August, running this query provides the full month of August available here. An important detail about parallel period is that the selection might contain multiple dates, but it doesn't really matter the size of your selection. It will always be extended. So let's take as an example this selection. We start from the 15th of August 2008 to the 20th of September 2008. But please note that we are not selecting a range because I have a NOR condition and I have equality here and here. So the current selection only contains 2 dates, and I use parallel period plus 1 month. What the engine does is take the 2 dates, extend them to the full month, so that during the extension, the new selection will be from the 1st of August 2008 to the 30th of September 2008. And then the shifting happens of plus 1 month, so it will go from the 1st of September 2008 to the 31 of October 2008. If we run it, you see that the first date is the 1st of September and the last date is the 31 of October. Parallel period is a very powerful function. You need to understand well how it works because it is useful to select different periods in a very convenient way. With that said, you always need to pay attention that the argument of parallel period, as with any time intelligence function, is not a date, but it's a table containing dates. So when you write parallel period date, the engine actually rewrites it as parallel period calculate table distinct date. The presence of calculate table is very important because it means that context transition might happen. If you execute a measure containing a parallel period inside the row context, well, context transition might happen and you need to pay attention to that to avoid unexpected results. Let's now take a look at a practical example of parallel period. I'm computing the sales in the current quarter using 0. So I have here the sales amount. Then I have the sales in the current quarter. This value is the sum of the first 3 months together because I am just using the extension of the time period. And then I'm computing the sales in the previous quarter, where I rely both on the extension at the quarter level and the shifting to the previous quarter. So you see that the value of the previous quarter here is the same value as the current quarter in the previous months.